What if the key to success wasn't about being the fastest or the smartest, but about being consistent every single day? In today's story, we'll follow Rahul, who turned his life around by doing one thing most people overlook. Stay tuned, because this story might just change the way you think about achieving your dreams. Rahul was a dreamer. He often imagined himself standing tall as the topper of his class, but reality told a different story. He was inconsistent, always starting things but never finishing them. His friends often teased him, saying, "Rahul, you're the king of quitting. Nothing's ever going to change with you." One day, his school announced the midterm results. Rahul's heart sank as he saw his name at the bottom of the list. His classmates laughed, and his best friend Arjun said mockingly, "You'll always be the last bench boy, Rahul. Forget about being the first. It's not for you." Humiliated and disheartened, Rahul went home and threw his books into a corner. He felt like giving up entirely. Rahul's grandfather noticed his gloomy face and asked, "What's wrong, Rahul? Why do you look so defeated?" Rahul hesitated but eventually poured his heart out. "I want to be the first in my class, but it's impossible. No matter how hard I try, I always fail." Grandfather smiled and said, "Have you heard the story of the tortoise and the hare?" Rahul rolled his eyes. "Of course. Everyone knows that story. The tortoise won because the hare stopped to rest." Grandfather chuckled. "True, but do you know why the tortoise really won?" Confused, Rahul asked, "Why?" Grandfather replied, "Because the tortoise focused on one thing, steady progress. It wasn't about speed, it was about consistency. The hare relied on bursts of energy, but the tortoise built habits that took him to the finish line." Rahul was intrigued. For the first time, the story felt like it had a deeper meaning. The next morning, Rahul decided to change his life. He remembered his grandfather's words and chose to start small. He woke up at 5 a.m. every day. At first it was hard, but soon it became a habit. He began exercising for 30 minutes each morning to energize himself. He dedicated 2 hours to studying daily, starting with just 30 minutes of focused effort and gradually increasing his time. Before bed, he wrote in a journal, reflecting on what he learned and how he could improve the next day. Initially, progress was slow. Rahul often felt like giving up, but whenever he did, he reminded himself of the tortoise. Slow and steady wins the race. Months passed, and Rahul's habits began to pay off. One day, the teacher announced a surprise mock test. Rahul performed calmly and confidently. When the results were out, Rahul was surprised. He had ranked third. For someone who was always at the bottom, this was a monumental achievement. But Arjun, his friend, wasn't impressed. He smirked and said, "Third place? Let's see if you can ever beat me for the top spot." Arjun's words fueled Rahul's determination even further. Rahul doubled down on his efforts. He followed his routine with even more discipline, cutting out distractions like TV and games. He poured his heart into his studies, leaving no stone unturned. Finally, the annual exam results were announced. The teacher called out the name of the topper, Rahul. The entire class was stunned. The teacher praised him in front of everyone. "Rahul, your dedication and consistent effort have made you a true example of success." Even Arjun walked up to him, shook his hand and said, "You've proved everyone wrong. I never believed in you, but you've shown all of us what hard work and consistency can do. I'm sorry for doubting you." Success isn't about talent or speed, it's about persistence. He often told others, "Start small. Take one step at a time, build habits, not excuses, and remember, slow and steady always wins the race." Thank you for watching this video on Voice of Wisdom, where we share stories, lessons, and inspiration to empower your life. If this story motivated you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful content that fuels your mind and spirit. See you in the next video.